Good morning, fellow garden adventurers. All right, so I got a little bit of time this morning. I'm going to try to do a couple of projects that I'm headed down to Ventura to visit some nurseries with a friend. So we'll see how much damage that does to my checkbook. I'm not currently actually looking for anything, but if I see something amazing, of course I'm going to get it. So let me flip this around and show you what we're up to this morning. All right, so these are all things that are waiting to get planted. This needs to go into the flag garden. We've got some other things out for the woodland garden. I've now got 4 avocado trees, this guy here, and 3 others out in the greenhouse that need to get in the ground. So I'm falling behind, but stuff is showing up. And yes, I know I said I'm gonna go to Ventura, but anyways, aside from all that, these are some beautiful impatiens and that I'm waiting to plant in the camellia beds so they can handle the shade. Speaking of camellias, I just got 5 more camellias from Camellia Forest. This purple columbine is just to replace an echinacea that didn't come back in the Southern Patio. Some more things that I got from Jenny at Creekside. These pink profusion that I've been waiting to get my hands on. Some of this insane ultraviolet phlox with that just looks like it oversaturates everything. Here's some sun patiens, and these were the Rockapolcos. So these are the doubles from Proven Winners, and then sun patiens are ones that can evidently handle sun or shade. So had those at my old place and loved those. This is the Purple Tower project, which I will try to get done this evening when I get back. But right now, what I want to do is my 2 amazing pink hanging baskets for the front. So I've already got the hooks in the fascia board where they're going to hang, but these are going to be comprised of 6 different flowers, each one. So it's going to be a mix of Supertunia Vista Bubblegum, Supertunia Mini Vista Plum Veined, Superbena Royale Plum Wine. We've got Tiara Pink Supertunias, Pink Calabricoas, and Pink Cashmere Verbena. So all of those, so one each of those plants is going to go in this big hanging basket. And the idea for here is I'm going to plant them, instead of pushing them out to the edges, I'm going to plant them more in the middle because I want them to sort of mix into each other and kind of mound out. So we'll see. Haven't tried that before, but we'll give it a go. When you look at like the Proven Winners baskets and containers and stuff, where they have all of the different flowers kind of all mixed together, I think that's how you achieve that look, is by planting them closer together in the middle, so they mix more. So that is what I'm going to try to do. So right now I'm going to get some dirt in here and potting soil and some fertilizer. Of course, I'm going to do the biotone starter, and then because of these guys, I'll use that continuous release. Again, with hanging baskets and Supertunias, those really vigorous plants, they also want, you know, well, they say like weekly liquid, but if I get every other week, I'll feel pretty good about it. So enough talking, let's get to planting. So I figured I should probably maybe show this step. So a lot of times on other gardening channels, you'll see them just pouring the potting mix directly, you know, into their container or whatever. But I don't know where they get their potting mix, but mine always comes up like compressed and in clumps. So what I always try to do is I dump it out into this big container, break it up and fluff up, get rid of the clumps, and then transfer it over to the container or basket, whatever I'm doing. So that's just what I do. I think that's a good idea. So far it has worked for me, but you know, your mileage may vary. All right, so the next thing that I always do when I'm using cocoa liner baskets like this, after I get the dirt in, it's real important, pull up gently on the sides or you may even like use your hand to sort of stretch it out. Once the soil is in there, it'll help. It puts pressure on it and allows you to sort of straighten out in some of the wrinkles, or normally they're like short on one side, helps you to balance it out. So that's just another tip if you're using cocoa lined baskets like this one. All right, now for the plants. Okay, so I think this is the design that I'm gonna go with as far as placement. The idea here is I put the Superbenas opposite of each other, and then tried to put the vistas opposite of each other. And I've always, I have alternating dark and light combinations here. So yeah, should be good. Anyways, at the end of the day, they should all mix up. Some of them will trail more over the sides. Again, bubblegum may just try to take over the whole basket because it's aggressive like that. But anyways, we'll see what happens. Let me get these in the dirt. Okay, well, that is the first one. We've got all of them in there. I did a little bit of watering just to rinse off some of the potting soil off the leaves, but I don't want to water it too much because this thing is going to be very heavy already. And so once I get it up on the hooks, I'll give it some more water. But all right, that's the first one down. Let's get the second one going. And the second basket is done. Now, again, like with those, the big containers on either side of the driveway, I went ahead and did a mirror image of the basket on the left. So in this case, going clockwise, we have the pink cashmere, which this one is already blooming. Look how pretty that is. And then you'll get darker pinks in the middle. And then you got the plum veined, the tiara pinks, which aren't blooming yet, but I have lots of tiara pinks in the Southern Patio, and then there's some out on in the wine barrel. So beautiful flower. The what do you call it? The plum wine verbena, which again was a new one I haven't worked with, but I love that deep color next to the bubble gums, and then the calabricoa. So I'm gonna go hang this guy up and finish watering them in, and then I am off to Ventura. So I mentioned some tiara pinks. So here are the tiara pinks in the Southern Patio garden. Again, as you're walking around to the front, you've got the hydrangea breads. The daffodils I planted are all coming up. And then, boom, you've got these two giant hanging baskets full of lots of pink goodness. Again, they're in shade right now, but they're south facing. So as soon as the sun gets up a little higher, both of these will be in full sun for at least 6 hours. So hopefully that'll be enough. Really looking forward to these. Again, if you saw some earlier videos, I had some hay racks there on the rails, but I really like this look right here. I centered the baskets on the window, so that should look nice. And then if those bromeliads, some of those tropical, or they're actually just house plants, but I'm keeping them outside in the shade, and they seem to be doing fine. What I will do is actually run some drip to these baskets. So I'll pull some drip up there and run it up behind the rain gutter, and then come behind the board, and then just it'll drip down in there, and same line will run across and do that. That way I'll know these guys are getting enough water, because these are some very thirsty plants. And anyways, hopefully it looks amazing. And hopefully when I get back, I'll be able to do the next project. So see you in a little bit. Good evening, garden adventurers. I'm Kelly, aka K2, and this is K2 Garden Adventure, and this channel is dedicated to me building my dream gardens, and miniature farm here on the beautiful central coast of California. So the project I'm about to do right now has been a long time coming, but I finally got started on it today. So I have a whole bunch of fuchsias in hay rack planters and also in hanging baskets. Here's just 2 of them. So all along on the side of the house, I finally figured out what I wanted to do. So I've put hooks for them to hang on, and I just need to transfer these little miniature fuchsias into these small hanging baskets. And then I have larger ones, larger baskets, medium size, to handle some of the bigger ones. And then they're all gonna hang over there on the side of the house, and you'll see that in a little bit. But right now what I need to do is transplant start transplanting the fuchsias into these baskets. Now what's kind of cool about these 2 is they both had birds build nests in them. You can see here and then over here. I'm hoping, you know, maybe when these leaf out and get super full like they used to be, you know, maybe some birds will take up residence again. But anyways, let me quit talking and get planting. See you in a little bit.